Hey cruise fans, and welcome back to Ray and Sue's travel channel. Here we are now on Explorer of the Seas on our 7-day cruise around Greece, Croatia and Montenegro. And today we're in the Bay of Kotor. We're visiting Kotor today and we're just coming through the big bay itself, so I just thought I would share with you some of the beautiful views that you can get from the side of the ship. We of course are on Explorer of the Seas and she's a beautiful ship. We're glad to be back on her, and we have a whole bunch of Explorer content on the channel, so check out Ray and Sue's travel channel. But just thought we would share our entry into the port of Kotor with you and hope this is the sort of content that you like, and if so, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or you have any comments that you'd like to make, then please let us know at the bottom of this video. And as we approach Kotor, of course, the beautiful bays that are around the peninsula itself are absolutely fantastic, and it's a pleasure to be able to bring this to you. Some absolutely fantastic accommodations and houses dotted around the hillsides on both sides of the bay. So how lovely. And as we navigate the entrance to the Bay of Kotor, we can see that there are a variety of other vessels. Here's a bit of a ferry going from the one side to the other, and I just thought I would share with you also the beautiful hillsides on this left hand side of the bay. A simply stunning area with lots of natural beauty, and as you can see, lots of great accommodations around the left and the right hand side of the bay. And again, from the port side of the ship, as we navigate the channel, you can see some absolutely outstanding views and some really super mountains and residences on both sides. And it's just a beautiful bay. How good is that? And as we navigate the channel still further, we can see the wonderful expanse of the Bay of Kotor appearing ahead of us, and just simply stunning part of the world, and one which warrants much more visibility. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and here we are on the beautiful Explorer of the Seas, and we're in Kotor today, and we're just on the tender, getting our tender to the port quay. So we look forward to sharing that with you, and stay with us as we take you for a tour around Kotor itself. Okay, so welcome to Kotor, everybody, and here we are. We've just got off the tender boat from the beautiful Explorer of the Seas that you can see in the background, and we're going to pop off into the old town in a moment and take a look around there just to see what's around. And we just thought we'd give you an idea of the quayside. Looks like quite a few crew are coming on board, but we'll go up and check out a few things, and come along with us. And we're in the port of Kotor today in Montenegro, and just to give you an idea of what it looks like once you get off the tender boat, there's a little walk through an underpass and then into the town itself. Stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back, and here we are. We're in Kotor, Montenegro. We've just got off the tender boat from the beautiful Explorer of the Seas, and I just thought I would share with you a scan around of the whole area of Kotor by the quayside. We're not going into the walled city today, we don't think. We're just going to take a walk up the boardwalk, past the marina, and see what's available, see what's there to be seen. So stay tuned. And of course, in the quayside there are tourist boats and excursions that you can purchase privately. We're of course not doing one today because there's a limited amount of time for exploring Kotor today, so we'll just go off and take a bit of a walk and see what we can find. Okay, so once past some of the boat tours, we can see much more of the local town of Kotor. Sue's just there admiring the view, and what a fantastic view it is. So you can go into the walled city, which is on the left hand side behind that coach, as you can see there in the shot. There's a couple of archways, and a little bit further down there's a little market that we'll show you briefly in a little while. But the walled city itself is very, very nice. It's self-contained and lots of shops and restaurants and bars in there to look at. And ahead of us we can see the marina, lots of lovely tall ships in there, and we'll take a closer look in a second. And a simply stunning tall ship in absolutely fabulous condition. And as we go down still further past the tall ships, we can see a few more around the marina here, and a fantastic array of small and large boats and catamarans and tall ships. How lovely is that? And from the marina itself you can get yourself a few tours, and we just thought we would give you an idea of what they would look like. So a blue cave tour, 30 euros, and details are all there, and there's a QR code on the film if you'd like to know more, which is right here. So how useful is that? And the marina itself is really quiet and very calm, because we're at the end of the waterway in the peninsula itself. So some absolutely fantastic boats here, and the backdrop is absolutely stunning. The mountains above us and some absolutely fantastic views, and the walled city, which will house lots of people, but there are lots of restaurants and bars and a local market which is on the other side of this fairly busy road. And so we're a little bit further in the town here, and we're at the end of the walled city here in Kotor in Montenegro, and an absolutely idyllic place, and something I would want to share with you. And if we look further on into the bay, we can see the beautiful Explorer of the Seas past the marina that we've seen earlier in this video. So how about that? Isn't it lovely? And we're going to take a walk through the walled city now and share with you what we find. And a very helpful map giving an indication of what's in the walled city itself, and some very useful information on the bottom. How good is that? Stay tuned. And a fantastic street performer as we enter into the walled city, and stay with us as we take the tour. And a nice little area with a pub and a brewery and some cafes and areas to walk through the city itself, and some wonderful kitsch little bars and restaurants in the little squares in Market Square, and lovely looking alleyways and connecting streets to other areas in the town. And we're in the beautiful town of Kotor in Montenegro, and Sue's with me, and we're just going around the walled city and taking a look to see what we can see. Stay tuned. And Kotor is a beautiful little city and quite romantic in many ways, and as you can see, there's a wedding going on here with a young couple, and still more lovely little kitsch squares and bars and restaurants in the shade, in the welcome shade. It's a bit warm here today, and some lovely looking squares with some greenery and some established trees and plants, and a lovely area for people to come and sit and relax, and some fantastic looking plants and a beautiful view over the mountains behind. How lovely is that? And some stunning views over the church and over the square. How lovely is that? And as we walk through the little archway here, we can see a beautiful view across the edge of the walled city itself, and crystal clear waters running off the mountains. And that's the walled city, and a really lovely area here with crystal clear water running off the mountains. Okay, so here we are back in the port after a little tour and a walk around the old town, and I just thought I'd give you a little shot across the peninsula, right across the waterway, and see the lovely Explorer of the Seas and the beautiful mountains in the background. Absolutely fabulous place. Kotor is really beautiful, and you do well to grab yourself a cruise and come here. There's also a very lovely marina, and again beautiful mountains on the other side, and a variety of different companies here in the little marina, all selling little boat tours and ship tours, and here's one in particular that you might find an interest for, and the beautiful Explorer of the Seas in the background. And the hop on hop off bus tour, double decker open top bus, and it's 25 euros for the tour, 3 stops, or if you don't want to get off, about 1 hour and 20 minutes on the route. So that's the hop on hop off. Okay, so we're on our way back now to the tender boats to get back on the lovely Explorer of the Seas. So that's the port of Kotor, Montenegro. So here we are now, just leaving the port, and it's an absolutely fantastic trip back out of the peninsula and the waterways. And today Kotor was an excellent stop. We really enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed the tour of the port that you've seen in this video, and a lovely marina on the waterway outside of Kotor in Montenegro. So we're going along the waterway, and soon we'll be going to sea, but I just thought I'd share that with you before the sun goes down. So we hope you've enjoyed this port tour of Kotor in Montenegro. We've been into the town, into the old town today, shared some of the sights and the sounds in the old town, and we've also shared the marina and a few tips and tricks along the way. And if this is the sort of content that you like, then please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's through your subscription that this channel will grow. And so we're just leaving Kotor out of the water channel and off to the open sea, and we hope that's been enjoyable for you and a few tips and tricks learned along the way. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye. And if you like this video, why not check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a raft of other cruise videos covering the Far East, the Middle East, the Mediterranean and the Caribbean and Mexico. So please leave us any comments that you'd like, and consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It's through your subscription that this channel can grow.